you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. A year ago, the Dodgers faced the Phillies as the underdogs in the National League Division Series, with the Phillies expected to have an NLCS date with the Giants and potentially dethrone them. But the Dodgers disrupted that plan, bouncing the Phillies in 5 games before succumbing to the Giants, who went on to repeat as champions. Game 2 of that series featured Sandy Koufax locking up with Jim Bunning. Koufax was terrific, allowing a first-inning homer to eventual MVP Chuck Klein, but nothing else. Only problem was Bunning was even better, throwing a 2-hit shutout that got the Phillies even in the series. Now the Phillies again call on Bunning to outduel Koufax in Game 2. They'll try to change the series result after that, but it all starts with tonight. Bunning and Koufax from Shibe Park, coming up. Appreciate you tuning in. Apologies for the little bit of a later start than I had originally anticipated. Work got a little crazy with the NBA Finals and all. But here now, and on the hill, Jim Bunning, 19-6, tied for the National League lead in wins. A 3.09 ERA for the right-hander. He will start off facing Jackie Robinson. Robinson 2.22 so far in the postseason. That, of course, includes the wild card game win over the Atlanta Braves. Bunning delivers. First pitch slider is in for a called strike. Another excellent season for Jim Bunning, who's somewhat unheralded against the other top pitchers in the National League. Bunning has been consistently solid for these Phillies. He's ahead of Robinson 0-2 here to get things underway. Rocks and fires, swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Jim Bunning sets down Jackie Robinson to get Game 2 started. Fastball down and on the inner half of the plate, and Robinson swings over the top of it. So that'll bring up Pete Reiser. Reiser, the right fielder, batting from the left-hand side, slashes one outside first and foul. This is our first Game 2 of the Year 4 FSBL playoffs. Dodgers, of course, took Game 1, as we mentioned, and Reiser hits this one deep to right field. Going back at the wall. It's out of here. Home run, Pete Reiser, and the Dodgers strike first. 2 batters in. Reiser takes Bunning over the wall in right. And the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Pete Reiser goes yard, and the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. Bunning left this one up in the zone, and Reiser got a hold of it. Long way. Reiser puts that one high off the scoreboard. So now here's Dan Brothers, who did the same thing to Cole Hamels in Game 1. Dodgers jumping out quick. Brothers hit 2 homers in that game. He has scalded the ball in the early going of this postseason. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. Bunning rocks, fires. Fastball misses up high, 3-0. Bunning rocks and fires. Brothers taking all the way. Fastball in for a called strike. 3-1 the count. Good curveball, and now he's got the count full. Bunning deals again. Gets Brothers reaching. Weakly hit to second. Utley will have to hurry, but he gets it. And there's 2 away. Brothers went reaching for that one. Rolled it slowly out to second. Your Dodgers lineup, Robinson, Reeser, and Brothers, as you've seen. Campanella, Wheat, and Ripper Collins. Davis, Russell, and Pinckney round things out for the Dodgers. Dodgers are third in the National League in batting this year. Again, offense has not been the Dodgers' strong suit in the early years of the FSBL. Well, they have incrementally improved. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella homered as well in Game 1. 1-0 offering from Bunning. This is up and in. Clear night here at Shibe Park. Appreciate you all tuning in. Bunning delivers. Campanella fouls it off. 2-1 to count. Bunning deals again. Slider down in the dirt. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low for ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk to Campanella. That will bring up Zach Wheat. Wheat hit an even 300 during the regular season. Takes a first pitch slider from Bunning outside for ball 1. On and 0 to count. There's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, and that evens it up at 1 apiece. Deals again. Good slider there at the knees. He's ahead of Zach Wheat, 1-2. Bunning deals. Fastball up high. Wheat fouls it straight back. 20 pitches here in the first inning so far. Going. Change up at the knees, gets him. Great pitch from Bunning, freezes Wheat, and the side is retired. But Pete Reeser goes yard to get the Dodgers started. We'll head to the bottom of the first here at Shibe. Dodgers 1, Phillies coming up. SGJ Jamie, wow, what a pitch this absolutely has. A money pitch there from Bunning. We'll try to shake off the Reeser homer. On the hill for the Dodgers, Sandy Koufax, 15-13, a 2.8 ERA. He led the National League in strikeouts, was 5th in ERA. He'll start off facing sliding Billy Hamilton here in the bottom half of NLDS, game number 2. Koufax deals. Hamilton slashes it down the third, but right at Pinckney throws the first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Your Phillies lineup: Hamilton, Ashburn, and McGee. Klein, Rowland, and Utley. Howard, Ruiz, and Jimmy Rollins. The Phillies, 5th in the National League in batting during the regular season. Here's Ashburn. Ashburn, 2nd in the National League in batting during the year. A terrific season for White. Unfortunately for him, there's a fella named Mays in San Francisco who won the National League batting title. 0-1 to count. Ashburn drops down a bunt, and that's a beauty. There is no chance they're getting Ashburn. Campanella will put that one in his pocket. So Ashburn is on with a 1-out bunt single, as the Phillies try to get something going here in the bottom of the first to answer the Pete Reeser homer in the top half. That'll bring up Sherry McGee. He's playing right field today. Chuck Klein doing the DH in Philadelphia. Back fields, curveball misses down low. Ashburn a threat to run. one of the things I don't like about the display of the show, and they may have changed this over the past couple of years. You get to the postseason, and after the first game of the postseason, they stop showing you the guys' regular season stats. I kind of feel like it should still give you those regular season numbers in the placard, rather than just giving you, oh, these are the numbers the guy has in his first 6 at-bats in the postseason. But minor, but again, I fully understand that not everybody's broadcasting games, so I look at it a little bit differently than others. That looked like a good fastball there from Koufax. He doesn't get the call. It's 2-1. Koufax from the set. Delivers. He fouls it off, and the count goes to 2-2. From the set, Koufax deals. Fastball, another one on the inside corner, but Koufax doesn't get the call. Sandy's going to really want that pitch to be there tonight. 3-2, full count to McGee. Smack to the right-hand side, that's a base hit. Reeser comes up throwing. Ashburn goes to third. Reeser's got a good arm, but Ashburn gets in there. Runners on the corners for Philadelphia. And the Dodgers dugout sharing SGJ Jamie's opinion. The squeezing Koufax. No doubt there is some chirping from the LA dugout. So now it's first and third. The reigning National League Most Valuable Player, Chuck Klein, steps in at the plate. Curveball down low. Klein hitless in game 1. Deals. Another curveball low. Those both missed. They're close, but those both missed. Those pitches on the inside corner to McGee. I thought both of those were strikes. 2-0 the count here. Koufax fighting it a little bit at the moment. Fastball swung on and missed. Up and in the Klein. And the count goes to 2-1. Scott Rowland waits on deck for Philadelphia. Glances over and deals. Fastball swung on and missed, and Sandy's worked back to 2-2. Koufax in a first inning jam here, trying to get out of it. From the set. Delivers. Fastball, Klein fouls it off. Koufax and Campanella try to dial up here. 2-2 offer. Speed pitch, curveball there. Klein gets a piece, fouls it off to stay alive. Two and 2 the count. Back deals again. Get some reaching. Change up off the plate. And a huge strikeout for Sandy Koufax. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Change up away, and Klein with an awkward swing there. He got halfway into that swing and knew he was in no man's land. Down goes Klein. 2 outs. Huge strikeout for Koufax. And now he'll try to get rolling and get out of trouble. First and third, 2 outs, just in the bottom of the first here of game 2. Rolling, down to third, pass Pinckney, and that's a fair ball. We're going to have a tie ball game. Who makes the turn, runner holds at second, Rowland will hold at first. But it's an RBI single for Scott Rowland, and the Phillies not up game 2 at 1 apiece. Outside fastball, Rowland pulls it. One hopper past Pinckney. And now here's Chase Utley.
The second baseman, number 26.
Utley, the presumptive National League Rookie of the Year. We won't know until after the postseason is over, of course. Utley, a terrific rookie campaign. Phillies had a great draft a year ago, bringing on Utley and Grover Cleveland Alexander. 1-0 pitch. Utley, deep drive to right. It's hooking. That'll go foul. Nothing but a loud strike. Backs from the set. Delivered. Ball just low. 20 pitches for Koufax. So both Bunning and Koufax laboring through the first inning here of Game 2. Koufax checks the runner and delivers. Fastball is fouled off. Two and two as Koufax works to Utley. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low. Full count. Here to chase Utley. Koufax struggling with command here in the opening frame. Full count offering. Fastball swung on and missed. He whips Utley and limits the damage. So rolling with the RBI single brings in a run. But Koufax keeps it from getting worse. We're through one. Game 2 here at Shibe Park. Dodgers 1, Phillies 1. So here's Ripper Collins. Collins steps in to face Bunning to open up the second. Bunning needed 21 pitches to get through the opening stanza. Rocks and fires. First pitch changeup, calling the ball, so both pitchers getting squeezed. Fastball misses up high. Bunning falls behind Collins 2-0. Delivers. Wow. Oh my goodness. That pitch didn't even look like it was touching the edge of the strike zone. And that's 3-0. Eric Summersgill behind the plate is just, he's got a dime for a strike zone, at least in the early going here. A 4-pitch walk from Bunning. And that'll bring up Willie Davis. And Bunning and Koufax are going to be squeezed like this all game. They might not be long for this game. Fastball there. Holy cow. This is Angel Hernandez level bad from Eric Summersgill so far in this one. That was a clear strike as well and call the ball. 1-0 pitch to Davis. Slash to left. There's a base hit. Runner will hold at second, but the first two men are on for the Dodgers in the top of the second inning. So perhaps Koufax watching that feeling, at least this has been leveled out a little bit. Koufax was certainly squeezed. But you can't be having umpires in playoff games calling blatant strikes balls. That's not good for anybody. Here's Bill Russell. Russell chases down in the dirt. The runners were off, and there's going to be no throw. Double steal for the Dodgers. Collins gets in the third. Davis in the second. Second and third, nobody out. Bunning delivers. Slider down low. Goes again. Man, you just can't work inside to righties in this game. Eric Summersgill just not giving anything on the inside edge. That's unbelievable. 2-1 the count. Chopped down to first. Booted. Howard can't handle it. Everybody's safe. An error on Ryan Howard. They get nobody, and the Dodgers have taken a 2-1 lead. Chopped down to first, and Ryan Howard just flat out muffed it. So first and third, still nobody out for the Dodgers, and here's George Pinckney. Bunning field. Slider misses away. That one was a legitimate ball. Fastball there. Pinckney fouls it straight back. You have got a developing situation here at Shibe Park where the home plate umpire may very well become a story in this game. There's a line shot to right center. Going back on it. It's going to be a one-hopper off the base of the wall. Run will score. Second and third for the Dodgers. George Pinckney off the base of the wall. It's 3-1 LA. So we talked in the pregame about Game 2 of last year's National League Division Series. As is the case today, Game 2, Bunning was exceptional in that Game 2. But what we didn't talk about was Game 5 of the NLDS last year as Jackie Robinson steps in. Game 5, the deciding game of the series, saw these two lock up, and Jim Bunning didn't make it out of the fourth. Second and third, nobody out. Robinson fouls off the slider. Inside portion of the plate for right-handers has not been there for either pitcher in the early going. Down in the dirt, blocked nicely by Ruiz, and the runners will hold. Bunning is already at 37 pitches with nobody out in the top of the second. Good slider there, gets Robinson. Third strikeout for Bunning. Second time he's gotten Jack. So now here's Pete Reeser. Reeser started the scoring with a homer in the first. Takes a fastball there for strike one. Bunning from the set. Delivers. Reeser gets locked up, and that slider is in there for strike two. He's trying to bear down a bit here. 0-2 pitch ties them up and knocks with the slider, and down goes Reeser on 3 pitches. 4 strikeouts in the 5 outs that Bunning has gotten so far. Only problem is he's also allowed 3 runs. That is a wicked slider from Jim Bunning. There is not a heck of a lot Pete Reeser is going to be able to do with that pitch. A lot of late bite, awkward swing for Reeser. So that'll bring up Dan Brothers. He's 0 for 1. Second and third, 2 outs. Bunning trying to minimize the damage. Fastball, off strike. Change up on the outer part of the plate. 1-1 pitch. Slider rides inside. It's 2-1. Bunning deals again. Fastball down low. Roy Campanello waits on deck for Los Angeles. Three and 1 the count. Bunning delivers. Brothers a high fly ball to center. Hamilton's underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Dodgers pick up 2, but it could have been worse for Philly. We head to the bottom of the second here at Shibe Park. NLDS Game 2. Dodgers lead it 3-1. So here's Ryan Howard, whose error that inning certainly contributed to the problem.
The first baseman, Ryan Howard.
Koufax needed 23 pitches to get through the first. He starts Howard off with a called strike on the curveball. Howard being played, he was heavily pulled. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. Koufax field. Fastball swung on and missed, and down goes Howard. Third strikeout for Koufax, and there's one away here in the bottom of the second. So that'll bring up Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz, the right-handed part of the Phillies catching platoon with Darren Dalton. Skies this one to right. Reeser lays out in foul ground, but can't come up with it. Terrific effort by Reeser, but it falls foul. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-2 offering. Down in the dirt, Ruiz doesn't chase. Back field. Curveball in there for a called strike. 3 back-to-back strikeouts for Koufax. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Started up in the zone. Went down low and then dropped another curveball in. 2 away. Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins. Fastball in for a called strike. Oh, and 1. Rollins swings and misses at the changeup. Now goes to 0-2. Here's the pitch. Rollins can't hold up. Down in the dirt, Campanella will throw down to end it. So Koufax strikes out the side in the second. We'll head to the third here at Shibe. Dodgers 3, Phillies 1. So here's Campanella to start the top of the third, and Jim Bunning needs a lock down inning here. Curveball from Bunning misses down low. One 0 pitch. Change up away. Campanella fouls it off. One pitch. Slider misses inside. 2-1. Good change up there. Gets Campanella out in front. 2-2 the count. Bunning deals again. Gets him with the slider. So Campanella goes fishing. Strikeout number 5 for Jim Bunning. So both Bunning and Koufax are racking up strikeouts in the early going. See if that's a sign that both pitchers are going to settle in. Here's Zach Wheat. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in for a called strike. Oh, 1 changeup. And Wheat swings and misses out in front. Count goes to 0-2. Slider down low. Bunning rocks and fires. Wheat fouls it off. One-two pitch. Change up. Wheat fouls that one off. One-two offering from Bunning. Wheat goes reaching, pokes it down the left field line, but just foul. Wheat making a bid at extra bases to the opposite field. Fastball misses down and in. It's 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Bunning gasses Zach Wheat for the second out in the third. Strikeout number 6 for Jim Bunning.
Now batting, number 12.
Wheat can't catch up to the high cheddar. And now, perhaps Bunning settling in a bit. Here's Ripper Collins. Well, yeah, that's my fault. I was the kiss of death there. As soon as I said that, Collins deposits one out into Lake Erie. And the Dodgers have extended their lead. It's 4-1 LA. Collins absolutely blisters that pitch from Jim Bunning. So just when it looked like Bunning might be getting himself in order, Ripper Collins rips the cover off the ball, and it's 4-1 LA. Somewhere, Wayne March just started laughing for some reason unknown to him. Because he would have found that very amusing, as that is an ongoing thing here on the channel. I say something and then a player performs exactly the opposite of how I mentioned. Here's Willie Davis. Davis singled and scored his first time up. Appreciate y'all tuning in here. Again, I'm sorry I got this started a little bit later than I had originally anticipated this evening. Work kept me a little later than I expected. 0-2 the count. Davis out to left center, slashed. Hamilton giving chase, going back into the gap, tracks it down, and the side is retired. But Ripper Collins goes yard, and the Dodgers extend their lead. We go to the bottom of the third at Shibe Park. ALDS Game 2. Dodgers lead it 4-1. So here's sliding Billy Hamilton.
The center fielder.
Hamilton is 0 for 1. Koufax looks much sharper in the second. We'll see if that continues here. Fastball. Strike one to Billy. Change up there. Koufax is ahead 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner. Koufax field. In there, called strike 3, and down goes Hamilton. So Koufax has struck out the last 4 to face him. 6 strikeouts on the ball game. Koufax labored through that first. He stranded a pair of runners. Now he's looking like the Koufax we have been accustomed to seeing in the postseason. Here's Ashburn, singled his first time up. Came around to score the lone Phillies run. One-0 pitch. Fastball up high. Two-0 offer. Fastball is in for a called strike. Fastball misses down low. Plan is probably tomorrow night. There's a slim chance I might be able to do it during the day, but it'll probably be tomorrow night. We'll have Game 2 of the Cubs-Giants National League Division Series. Saturday night on the channel, we will have some Legends Sports Universe Boxing Federation action. Headlined by the lightweight tournament bout, Tony Canzoneri and the Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran. Nathaniel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Koufax works to Ashburn, full count. Lashed down to Pinckney, who makes the play for the second out.
Now batting, number 37.
So 2 away, here's Sherry McGee. McGee singled his first time up. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1, Koufax deals. McGee tries to wait on the changeup, but doesn't get a clean piece of it and dribbles it down. Koufax ahead 0-2 here. Sandy deals. Down in the dirt. One-two pitch in there, called strike 3. And it looks like Sandy Koufax has shaken off that first inning. We are a third of the way through here at Shibe Park. 7 strikeouts through 3 for the lefty. It's 4-1 Dodgers. So Jim Bunning will start the 4th, still looking for his first clean inning. It started to look better opening that 3rd. Till I opened my big mouth, and then Ripper Collins put one on the move. First pitch fastball from Bunning to Russell is the called strike. Oh and 1 the count. Russell fouls it off. Bunning ahead 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down and in. One and 2 the count. Breaking ball from Bunning. That's a beauty. And Russell swings and misses. That's 7 Ks for Bunning. So both pitchers racking up the Ks. Only problem is, if you're a Phillies fan, Bunning has allowed 4 runs to go along with it. Koufax has only allowed 1. Here's George Pinckney. Pinckney roped a double to the wall his last time. Gets a hold of that one, but gets out in front of it, pulls it down. Bunning is going to have to get set right here because it looks like Sandy Koufax has started to get on a roll. Slider misses down low. It's 1-1. He delivers. Slider in for a called strike. 1-2 the count. In field. Fastball. Ooh, that corner, as we mentioned, that corner has not been there for either pitcher to this point. 2-2 the count. Bunning deals. Changeup swung on and missed. Strikeout number 8 for Jim Bunning. Pinckney whiffs. There's 2 away. Here's Jackie Robinson. Bunning has gotten Robinson both times up so far. Robinson rips the first pitch in the left for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Jackie here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, number 27.
That will bring up Pete Reeser. Reeser got the scoring going in this one with a first inning homer. Fastball from Bunning misses down low. Pitch coming. Pitch out. Runner doesn't go. These are a .314 hitter on the season. Bunning deals. Fastball misses down low. Dan Brothers waits on deck. Last thing that Bunning would want is to face Brothers with 2 men on. He's behind Reeser here, 3-0. Fastball, that one's a called strike. From the set. Delivers. Reeser yanks another one hard, but foul. He was well out in front of them. And the count goes full. So Robinson will get a head start at first. 2 outs and a full count. Here's the pitch. This is outside for ball 4. Change up, down, and away. So now it's first and second for the Dodgers. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Here's Dan Brothers. There is bullpen action going for the Phillies. Can't see who that is as of yet. The Phillies do have bullpen action started. First pitch. Slider, called strike. Robin Roberts is throwing in the Philadelphia bullpen. Bunning from the set, delivers. Change up, down low. 81 pitches for Bunning with 2 outs in the 4th. He has struck out 8 batters, but he is on the short end of a 4-1 legend. Deals there. Brothers pulls it foul, and it's 1-2. Bunning from the set. Delivers again. Brothers down at first, over the bag. Howard dives, knocks it down, stays with it, and gets him. Nicely done by Ryan Howard, who made that error earlier. Brothers a little slow to get out of the box. But Howard stays with it. Bunning covers. And the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the 4th. NLDS Game 2. Dodgers lead it 4-1. Here's Chuck Klein. Klein is 0 for 1. That's ball called strike. Klein being played heavily to pull. Klein missed almost 2 months of the season with a hamstring tear. Still, almost drove in 100 runs. 0-2 the count. Fastball from Koufax at the letters. Down goes Klein. 8 strikeouts for Sandy. First out here in the bottom of the 4th. It's somewhat odd that even though that inside corner to righties, outside corner to lefties has not really been there for either pitcher to this point. Both pitchers have racked up the strikeouts. Here's Scott Rowland. Rowland's 1 for 1. He had the RBI single his first time up. Takes a called strike there. Koufax delivers. That ball misses inside. One off. Curveball there is called low, 2-1. Koufax rocks. and fires. Fastball misses up high. 3-1. Chase Utley waits on deck for Philadelphia. Koufax delivers. Fouled off, and the count goes full. Koufax gets the sign from Campanella. 3-2 offering. High pop-up. Right by the foul line, drifts into foul territory. Brothers puts it away for the second out.
The batter, number 26.
So that'll bring up Utley. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Koufax beetles. Utley fouls it off. 305 in his rookie campaign. 95 RBIs for Chase Utley. 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and Koufax is ahead of him 0-2. Sandy rocks and fires. And oh, what an ugly swing by Utley. And the side is retired. 9 strikeouts for Sandy Koufax. We head to the top of the 5th here at Shibe. Dodgers looking to take a 2-0 series lead before heading back to LA. They lead at 4-1. Here's Campanella. He's 0 for 1. He also walked. Jim Bunning at 83 pitches through 4 innings. Allowed 4 runs, including a pair of homers. Fastballs are called strike. Pete Reeser and Ripper Collins have taken him deep. Campanella rips that one foul. Bunning deal. Slider down and away. Bunning starts the windup and delivers. Slider off the plate. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Change up off the plate. 3-2. Zach Wheat waits in the on-deck circle for Los Angeles. Bunning deals. Campanella fouls at that. Three-two pitch. Campanella fouls it off. Here's the pitch. Campanella fouls off another one. Stays at 3-2. Breaking ball gets him. Down goes Campanella. 9 strikeouts for Jim Bunning. Starting to feel like you're into sabermetrics and statistical analysis, all that stuff. The 3 true outcomes here in this game. Homer, strikeout, or walk. Campanella swings and misses. 1 away. Here's Zach Wheat. Wheat is 0 for 2. Fastball misses up high. Wheat has struck out both times. One 0 offer. Breaking ball is fouled off. 1-1 to count. Slider misses inside. 2-1. Delivers. Change up, swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. Bunning looking for a put away pitch here. Misses down low with the slider. Ripper Collins waits on deck for Los Angeles. The 3-2 pitch. Wheat rounds it to second. Utley has it, throws the first, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 12.
So that'll bring up Collins. Collins back in the third. Launched an absolute crusher of a shot way into the night out to right field. Curveball from Bunning is in for a called strike. Collins did that 25 times during the regular season. Collins came to the Dodgers from the Cardinals last offseason. The deal that sent Jay Howell and Johnny Padres from the Dodgers to the Cardinals. 2-1 to count. Bunning over the 100 pitch mark here in the 5th inning. No, not 100 pitches in the 5th. Through the 5th. 100 pitches in an inning would be a sign that things have not gone well for that particular pitcher. 2-2 the count. Bunning delivers, ground ball to second. Utley gobbles this one up as well. Throws the first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Bunning. First of those he's navigated. We are midway through here at Shibe Park. Phillies need to start getting something going. Dodgers lead it 4-1. And the Dodgers lead this division series 1-0. It is a best-of-5 series. Here's Ryan Howard, struck out his first time up. Dodgers looking to derail the Phillies for the 2nd straight year. Fastball to call strike. It's 1-1. Same deals. Fastball. He gets the call at the letters, and it's 1-2. Koufax deals. Fastball. That one almost the identical pitch. That one he doesn't get. The count goes to 2-2. Koufax not quite sure what the difference was between those two pitches. 2-2 offer. Howard fouls it off. Fastball swung on and missed. Koufax gasses Howard. 10 strikeouts for Sandy Koufax, and there's one away here in the 5th.
The catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
That'll bring up Carlos Ruiz. He's 0 for 1. Aimed up, misses down low. Ruiz struck out his first time up. Ruiz, again, has played against lefties. He has crushed left-handed pitching. Darren Dalton plays the majority of it. And the Phillies face a right-handed hurler. That's a shot to right. There's a base hit for Carlos Ruiz. So Ruiz singles into right. It's a 1-out base runner for Philadelphia. And that'll bring up Jimmy Rollins. Ruiz did not get cheated there. He hit that ball hard. Koufax deals. Rollins fouls him off. Crowd trying to come alive here at Shibe, trying to inspire their Phillies. Down in the dirt. Blocked. Snap throw down the first. Broder is kind of saying, hey, take it easy there, boy. We had no play on. 1-1 to count. Go backfield. Change up off the plate. It's 2-1. Koufax delivers. Fastball misses inside. 3-1. Billy Hamilton waits on deck. Koufax does not want to issue a walk here. Want to push himself into trouble. 3-1 pitch, changeup, Rollins. Year and a day in front of that ball, and the count goes full. Backfield gets him with that changeup down and away. Strikeout number 11 for Sandy Koufax. 2 down here in the 5th. Now it'll be up to slide in Billy Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 2. Pitch fastball misses up and in. Hamilton is struck out and grounded out. 1 for 5 in the game 1 loss. Koufax delivers. Hamilton goes the other way with it. That's going to be extra bases for Billy Hamilton. Dak Wheat's going all the way back to the wall. Heading to third is Ruiz, who does not run well, but they're going to send him anyway, and that is a horrible decision. Carlos Ruiz, down 3, is waved around. Well, I actually want to see the replay. Whether he was waved around or whether Ruiz ran through the sign. But that is an inexcusable play. For Carlos Ruiz there, you have an opportunity at second and third. Jim Messier comes in for the Phillies, 5-1 at 3.65 ERA. So Bunning grinds his way through 5. But we got to check this. I got to see if the third base coach is waving Ruiz here. He's waving there. He's waving there. Nope. Clearly telling Ruiz to hold up. Relay throws. I mean, he is not even close. That is just a horrible, horrible play by Carlos Ruiz. Runs right through the sign. Down by 3. You've got, if you hold up there, you've got second and third. And Richie Ashburn, who is second in the league in hitting, coming up. Terrible job by Carlos Ruiz. So we head to the 6th. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Davis grounds out the second for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bill Russell.
That'll bring up Bill Russell. Russell is 0 for 2. He struck out. He also reached on an error by Ryan Howard. Ball right down the middle. Hector Neris and Turk Farrell, also throwing out in the Philly bullpen. Good slider there from Messier. Russell swings and misses at that one. Count goes to 0-2. Let's see the deals. Russell skies it to right. Long run. Utley is the one who goes out and retrieves it. Nice job by Chase Utley. And there's 2 away.
Number 5.
So here's George Pinckney. Pinckney is 1 for 2. He's got a double and an RBI. Phillies, again, the best regular season record in the National League. Once again, the Dodgers are looking to upset them in the National League Division Series. Ball there is fouled off, and the series ahead of Pinckney 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ball fouled off. O2 offering from Messier. Pulled down to first. Howard has it. Steps on the bag himself, and the side is retired. So good job by Jim Messier out of the Phillies bullpen. Now it's up to the offense to try to get something going. Ashburn, McGee, and Chuck Klein due up for Philadelphia in the bottom of the sixth. So here's Ashburn, 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Sandy Koufax at 78 pitches. Starts the bottom of the sixth. The changeup in for a called strike. Koufax's changeup, his third best pitch, very effective in this one. This is down low there. One offering. Fastball misses up high. Two and one. That one is put out in the left field. Coming on is Wheat. Makes the basket catch for out number one. Thought Ashburn may drop that one in front of him, but Wheat playing Ashburn shallow to the opposite field. One away. Here's Sherry McGee. He's 1 for 2. Ball's called strike. Even 900 OPS for Sherry McGee, who was terrific again for the Phillies this year. Pushed into everyday playing time when Chuck Klein missed almost 2 months. McGee performed very, very admirably. 1-1 pitch there, fouls off the fastball, goes to 1-2. Back looking to put McGee away, bring Klein up with nobody on. Here's the pitch. McGee, Tapper back to the mound. Koufax, plants, throws, gets him. Oh, close play at first. McGee gets down the line fairly well. But Koufax gets him by a half a step, and there's 2 away. Here's Klein. Koufax has whipped Klein both times so far today. Fastball, fouled off. Oh, 1. That was fouled off. Koufax ahead of Klein 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. Lined into right field. There's a 2-out single for Chuck Klein. Klein went down and got one there from Koufax.
Now batting, third baseman.
Down in the zone. Low fastball, and Klein yanks it. So now 2 outs, Klein on first. Here's Roland. Roland's driven in the only Phillies run of the ball. Back in the first inning. Curveball misses down low. Appreciate you all joining me here for late night playoff baseball. On and 0 the count. Go back field, fastball outside. It's 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball's in for a called strike. Roland looked like he was taking all the way there. Back field, fastball up high. It's 3-1. Chase Utley waits on deck. Koufax from the set. Delivers. In there for a called strike, and the count goes full. So now Klein will get a head start. Full count, 2 outs. Koufax looked in, gets the sign from Campanella, and delivers. Change up down low for ball 4. So now the Phillies will get the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th in the form of the rookie Chase Utley. Utley is 0 for 2. He has struck out both times. Koufax at 95 pitches. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball. Utley swings and misses. Big at bat here in the course of this ballgame. Oh and 1 the count. Koufax field. Change up doesn't get the call. That looked like a really good pitch. Instead, the count goes to 1-1. Back field. High fastball. Utley fouls it off, and Koufax is a strike away from getting out of the jam. 1-2 the count. Koufax fields. Change up off the plate. It's 2-2. Koufax delivers. Utley fouls it off. That was pitch number 100 from Sandy. Utley waits. Koufax delivers. Fouled off. Down and away, and Utley smacked it foul. Two and 2. Koufax checks the runners again. Delivers. Fastball up and in, and the count goes full. And now both runners will have a head start. Ryan Howard waits on deck. Koufax delivers. Utley fouls off another. Terrific battle here between Koufax and Utley. Bottom of the 6th. Phillies trying to claw away at the 3-run deficit. Koufax delivers. Utley fouls off another one. Koufax trying to figure out what he can do to get Utley out of there. 3-2 offering. Misses down low. Terrific at bat from Chase Utley. And now the bases are loaded for the Phillies. Ryan Howard has thunder in that bat, but he also is not great against lefties. That's why he's dropped down to 7 in the order. He has struck out both times today. Koufax delivers. First pitch misses up high. Jim Brewer, the lefty, Larry Sherry, the righty, throwing in the Dodgers bullpen. Koufax from the set. Here's the pitch. Fastball called low and in, and now with no room at the end. Koufax is behind Howard 2-0. So we pitch number 30 of the inning from Sandy. 2-0 pitch on the inside corner. Two and 1 the count. Koufax fields. Howard lashes one left center, slicing away, but it's tracked down by Willie Davis, and the side is retired. So Howard hit that ball hard, but Davis gets a great break on it. Koufax looks out to him with the seal of approval. We head to the 7th here at Shibe. It's still 4-1 LA. Here's Hector Neris for the Phillies. I thought off the bat Howard had put one into the gap and the Phillies were going to take the lead, but Willie Davis got a great break and tracks it down. Top of the 7th, 4-1 Dodgers. Here's Jackie Robinson. He's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. First pitch fastball is in for a called strike. Once again, thank you as always for tuning in to a late night live broadcast. Harris delivers. Splitter misses inside. It's 1-1. Pitch, slider gets him, and it's 1-2. Fastball misses 2. Here's the pitch, popped up onto the outfield grass. Utley's underneath it, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 27.
So, that will bring up Reeser. Reeser went deep in the first to get the scoring started. Harris delivers. Reeser lashes that one line drive, snared by Utley, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 0.
That one was hit hard by Reeser, but Utley snared it. And now here's Brothers. He's 0 for 3. Splitter in there for a called strike. On the whole, this Phillies bullpen has been very solid. Ball, and the count goes to 0-2. So Hector Neris trying to throw a good 7th here for Philadelphia, keep them in this ball game. A missed opportunity in the bottom of the 6th certainly hurts. Great slider from Neris. He fools Brothers badly, and the side is retired. Nice job by Hector Neris out of the Phillies bullpen. 7th inning stretch time here at Shibe Park. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Dodgers looking to take a commanding 2-0 series lead here in the NLDS, which heads back. I should say heads out. It hasn't been there yet. Heads out to Chavez Ravine after this. Fly ball to left. Ruiz is retired. Wheat makes the grab. There's 1 away. Koufax is at 110 pitches.
Shortstop, Jimmy
Rollins has struck out twice. Ball misses down in it. Backfield. Ground ball up the middle. Russell ranges to his left. Steps, throws, gets him, and there's 2 away. Go back pitching a little more to contact as this one goes on. Not racking up the Ks over the last couple innings. Here's Billy Hamilton. Hamilton is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. Actually, I think that probably should have still gone in the book as a double, but that was the play where Carlos Ruiz was thrown out at the plate in a terrible base running decision. Ball, Hamilton tries to bunt his way on. Ashburn did that earlier. Now Koufax ahead of Hamilton 0-2. Here's the pitch, back up the middle. Base hit, slide in Billy Hamilton. And it's a 2-out single again for the Phillies. They've had a couple of those. start getting hits before there's 2 outs, they might stand a better chance of coming back in this one. What do I know? I'm just a broadcaster. Here's Ashburn. Ashburn is 1 for 3. Pitch out. Runner does not go. Is bullpen action for the Dodgers. Chuck Klein. Actually, Sherry McGee is up there. He is hitting third base. Klein's hitting fourth. Left. Change up. Outside corner strike. That has not been there for most of the day, and that's what the Phillies fans are mad about. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses down and away. Koufax breathes deeply and comes to the set. 2-1 pitch to Ashburn. Change up, misses down low. Gotta wonder if Koufax loses Ashburn, might this be his last batter? Here's the pitch. Pulled, foul. Ashburn hit that one hard, but got a little bit out in front of him. Head start for the runner on first. Koufax at 120 pitches. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ashburn pops it up shallow center. Going out is Russell, puts it away, and the side is retired. So 7 innings of 1-run ball for Sandy Koufax. Have to think that'll be it for the lefty. We head to the top of the 8th. Here at Shibe, it's 4-1 Dodgers.
Your attention, please.
Coming on, Turk Farrell. Farrell worked a pair of scoreless innings in Game 1. Works the rosin bag a bit, and now gets set to face Rory Campanella. Campanella is 0 for 2. He's also walked.
Campanella.
Farrell delivers. Campanella smacked down to first, but Howard kicks it cleanly, takes it to the bag, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 7. Zach Wheat.
So here's Zach Wheat. Wheat is 0 for 3. Rounded out his last time up. Curveball from Farrell down in the dirt. Jack Meyer up and throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Here's the pitch. This is inside 2-0. Farrell deal. Oh, wow. Gets that call up and in. Perhaps a makeup call there for Farrell. 2-1 pitch. Wheat slashes this one the other way. That's going into the corner in left field. That's going to be extra bases. Ashburn goes to dig it out, but Zach Wheat is in at second with a 1-out double here in the top of the 8th. And the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position. Down low, and Wheat just drives it the other way. Not a bad throw from Zach Wheat. The runner gets in. Here's Ripper Collins. Collins is 1 for 2. That one was a homer. Good curveball from Farrell for strike 1. Farrell from the set delivers. This is down low. 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses down low. It's 2-1. Farrell from the set delivers. Slash through the hole. Base hit. We'll see if they wave Wheat around. They Makes the turn, but he holds up. Strong throw
The center fielder.
from Ashburn out and left. Ashburn does not have a great arm, and he came up throwing here, and he threw a strike. So now, you know what? I should have finished. That's right. The Phillies don't have a lefty in the bullpen. That's their biggest weakness. They have no lefties in the pen. So Farrell will work to Davis here. Let me see who the Phillies do have out there. Is it just Meyer? Let's see. So he's got a couple options. 1-0, the count to Davis. Fastball on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Farrell delivers. Davis back to the mound. Nicely picked by Farrell to Rollins. 1-6-3 double play. Beautifully done by Turf Farrell. And a big double play ball there keeps this a 3-run ball game. Nicely done by Farrell. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So Bert Hooton,
Now pitching.
who has thrown 2 scoreless innings between game 1 of this and the wild card game against the Braves. Hooton comes on for his 3rd postseason appearance. He's going to start off here against Sherry McGee. Part of the Phillies order here in the bottom of the 8th.
The right fielder.
Kashi Saito will pitch the 9th. The ball goes according to the plan for Los Angeles. Strike for Hooton. It's 0-1. Good knuckle curve from Hooton, and he's ahead of McGee, 0-2. Hooton delivers. Way out of the zone there. It's 1-2. And tomorrow we will have Game 2 of the other NLDS series between the Cubs and the Giants. Saturday night, boxing returns to the channel as the LSUBF Championship Tournament Series continues. A 3-bout card featuring Jeff Fennick, bantamweight, Michael Nunn at middleweight, and the main event at lightweight, Tony Canzaneri and Roberto Duran. Purple curve misses inside. Full count to McGee. Chuck Klein waits on deck. Hooton delivers. McGee, high fly ball left center. Long run for Davis. Reaches out, makes the grab. There's one away. Nicely done by Willie Davis. So now here's Klein, 1 for 3. Singled his last time up, but this is what the Dodgers want. Klein coming up with nobody on the base path. First pitch fastball misses outside. One old pitch from Hooton. This is down low. Two and 0 the count. And there for a cold strike. Little bit surprised the Dodgers didn't go to Steve Howe. So McGee's the right-hander. And 2 of the 3 are righties. Half Roland, half Klein. Klein puts it to third. Pinckney, leaping throw, gets him. Nicely done, Ed Pinckney into the shift. They were playing Klein heavily at a pull. Pinckney, the third baseman, practically playing shortstop. Makes the backhand, throws out Klein, and there's 2 away. The Dodgers are just making all the plays they have to. Nicely done by George Pinckney. Here's Scott Rowland. Rowland is 1 for 2. RBI single in the first drove in the Phillies' only run. Putin looks in. Gets the sign from Campanella. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. Chase Utley waits on deck. Line shot. Base hit for Rowland towards the gap in right center. Davis goes over to cut it. It'll be extra bases, though. And Scott Rowland has a 2-out double. So the Phillies have done that a lot. They've gotten a bunch of 2-out hits in innings, but that's what's made it hard to really kind of get rallies going. They're not getting the base runners with nobody out, or even with 1 out. So now let's see. You've got Utley and Howard here. Wow, Howe isn't even formed. Brewer was up throwing. Brewer was not good. We're going to do mound visit here. And if Howe can get to halfway warm, we'll go to Howe. All right. He got to the halfway point. Howe gets warm quickly. He just near out leaving Hooten in with 2 lefties coming up. So Steve Howe will come on. He worked a scoreless inning.
Number 57.
In game 1. Now he comes on to face Chase Utley. Little bit of wiggle room. With the 3-run lead, only 1 base run. First pitch fastball from Howe is strike 1 at the knee. Utley is 0 for 2 with a walk. Howe delivers. Utley swings over the top of the fastball, and Howe is ahead of him 0-2. Howe from the set. Checks the runner at second and delivers. Down in the dirt. It gets past Campanella, and the runner will move up. Through the wickets. That was down in the dirt, though. That's a wild pitch on Howe. 2 outs, runner on third, bottom of the 8th. Dodgers lead it 4-1. Howe delivers. Utley, ground ball to second. Jackie Robinson has it. Throws the first, and the side is retired. So Howe comes in to get Utley. The Phillies strand rolling. We head to the 9th here at Shibe Park. The Dodgers 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 National League Division Series lead. Here's Jack Meyer. This is Meyer's first postseason appearance. 6-7 during the regular season out of the bullpen, despite a sparkling 2.03 earned run average in 51 appearances. Meyer will start off facing Bill Russell. Russell is 0 for 3. Meyer delivers fastball at the knee. That fastball misses up high. Fastball down and away. One misses inside. 3-1 the count. Crowd here in Philadelphia getting a little restless. Russell fouls it off and the count goes full. Three and 2. Here's the pitch. Russell fouls it off. Meyer delivers. Russell out to center. Hamilton ranges over, puts it away for out number 1. So that'll bring up Pinckney 1 for 3. He had an RBI double earlier on. Good curveball from Mayer for strike one. Another curveball, and this one's fouled off. 0-2. A very nervous energy here at Shibe Park. Pinckney fouls off the curveball. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. Ground ball in the hole. Rollins on the backhand. Long throw, not going to get him. So infield hit for Pinckney. Rollins did all he could here. Ranging onto the outfield grass. That one got past Roland at third. Not that Roland should have had it by any means. So here's Jackie Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 4. Single back in the fourth inning. Meyer delivers. Robinson fouls it off. Good curveball there. Robinson swings and misses. Myers ahead of him 0-2. Fastball misses down low. Here's the pitch. Gets him chasing a breaking ball away. Down goes Robinson, and there's 2 away here in the top of the ninth.
Now batting, number 27.
So that'll bring up Pete Reeser. Reeser's 1 for 3. That one was a home run. He's the second batter of the ballgame. Fastball misses inside. Delivered. Fastball misses up high. Two and 0 the count. Fastball tries to hold up. They say he went. Two 1 pitch. Fastball misses outside. 3-1. And Brothers waits on deck. Two outs, runner on first. Meyer delivers. In there for a called strike, and the count goes full. Meyer delivers again. Line shot to center. Coming on. Laying out. Billy Hamilton makes the play. Terrific grab by Billy Hamilton out in center to take a hit away from Pete Reeser. We head to the bottom of the ninth at Shibe Park. The Phillies trying to avoid an 0-2 hole in the series. They will have to come back down 3 against Takashi Saito. So here's Ryan Howard. Howard is 0 for 3.
The first baseman, Ryan.
Find out his last time up. Hit fastball in for a called strike. Fastball there at the top of the zone and a called strike for Saito. He's ahead of Howard 0-2. From the set, Saito delivers. Curveball misses down and away. Fastball in there, called strike 3, and Howard knew it. I think Howard may have thought Saito was going to go downstairs. He went upstairs, and Howard got locked. So Saito strikes out Howard. I know Ruiz has the hit, but Ruiz tends to sit against righties. Darren Dalton hits against lefties. Dalton will pinch hit for Ruiz.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 10, Darren.
So Dutch Dalton comes on to face Saito. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Dodgers lead game 2, 4-1 here in the National League Division Series. Fastball's a ball strike. And appreciate very much you tuning in for this late night broadcast. If you have not banged that like button, hopefully you will feel inspired to do so, and subscribe if you haven't. Keep up with the rest of the Franchise Stars Baseball League Year 4 playoffs. Content here pretty much every day in some fashion. 0-2 pitch. First ball misses outside. One-two offering. Fastball misses up and away. Two-two pitch. Dalton adds a piece to stay alive. Here's the 2-2 offering from Saito. Fastball swung on and missed, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for Saito.
Batter number 11, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
So here's J-Roll. He is 0 for 3. I actually think maybe... I mean, the Phillies bench is really weak. That's another problem. Fastball misses outside. Rollins will hit for himself. They're going to pinch hit Boa for him. I guess he could have pinch hit Don Hurst for him if he really wanted to. Rollins pulls it back. 1-1 the count. Hard time getting the crowd here in Philly pumped up. Dodgers bounced the Phillies a year ago, and they're seemingly about to go up 2-0 in this best of 5. With the series heading to Los Angeles. Ground ball to first. Brothers has it. Takes it to the bag himself. The ball game is over. And the Dodgers have taken both games at Shibe Park to open up the National League Division Series. Sandy Koufax was terrific. He labored through the first, but the Phillies could only dent him for 1. They left 2 stranded. Koufax settled in nicely from there, and the Dodgers pick up the victory 4-1. 7 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 11 for Koufax. Jim Bunning allowed 4. He takes the loss. Saito gets the save. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error for the Phillies. And the Dodgers are a win away from a return trip to the Casey Pete Reezer's home run in the first. Ripper Collins' home run. Third, if I remember correctly. Horrible base running there by Carlos Ruiz, running right through the third base coach's side. A little bit of camera work glitches there, shooting the back of a beam for whatever reason. And there's the final out as Brothers touches it up. Koufax gets player of the game, 7 innings, 7 hits, 11 strikeouts. 2 walks, 1 run allowed. And that will wrap things up from Shibe Park. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Bang that like button if you have not. Subscribe if you have not as of yet. And be sure to join me tomorrow for Game 2, the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Have a good night, everybody.